Please join me in welcoming to the stage Baiju Shah.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you to Paul and Eric for your leadership, guidance, and wisdom over the last year. It's really amazing to stand here and see all of you in the audience. As Megan said, with over 1,200 people here this afternoon, this is GCP's largest annual event ever. It's almost as big as an Indian wedding. For the event, production, and marketing teams, thank you for your efforts. And as the father of 2 daughters, know that I may be calling on you again in about 10 years. I also want to thank our members, partners, and our public officials, the civic system, as you've heard, for being here today and for your ongoing support to advance the region. Last year, we shared the need for that restored civic system, built on an all-in mindset, spirit, and values, a system in which the private, public, and nonprofit sectors are working in unity. That system serves as the foundation for a regional transformation. And through the efforts of many, that civic system has been restored. Paul noted a number of examples of how when we work together, we win together, and we win more often. And as a system and as a region, we're starting to develop that civic culture, that civic confidence that Eric described, and the civic ambition that's going to enable us to win even more. Simply put, when we are all in, we all win. Let me tell you a little bit more about the victories that Paul shared. Now, the all-in plan for once again becoming a great region on a great lake includes 5 strategic and interlocking priorities that power that vision. The first priority is dynamic businesses. Businesses and institutions that are thriving because of technology and innovation. As Paul mentioned, at our Chairman's Forum, we featured Magnet's blueprint to establish Cleveland as one of the leading centers for smart or technology-enabled manufacturing so that we can make the things that matter in the 21st century. That blueprint, supported by more than 150 organizations, is already delivering for small and large companies, institutions, and individuals. Recently, our governor and Jobs Ohio announced Ford's $1.5 billion expansion for electric vehicle production in Avon. Together with similar electric battery and vehicle expansions in Youngstown, it's making our region one of the hubs for next-generation transportation. But electric vehicles are not limited to land. We're also developing electric vehicles for air travel, right here at NASA Glenn. Through a concerted strategy, and with the leadership of our federal delegation, we recently secured $80 million in new funding for NASA Glenn to expand its hypersonic facilities and runway. And in these examples, it's always been a collective effort of numerous private, public, and nonprofit partners such as Jobs Ohio, Team NEO, Jumpstart, Magnet, the OAI, our urban leagues, the Hispanic business chambers, many institutions and universities and colleges, and many, many more, always working all in, always working in unity to deliver these wins. And as we win together, we get bolder together, and we strive for even more. And as a region and as a system, we are going on offense now. We're now pursuing electric vehicle suppliers, and we're pursuing even more investment to expand NASA Glenn's capabilities in electric aircraft. Those similar all-in efforts are happening not just in smart manufacturing, but also in healthcare, in IT, and in water technology, just to name a few other sectors. But dynamic businesses and institutions need more than technology and investment. They also need talent at all skill levels to support their growth, which leads us to our second priority, abundant talent. We know that talent is a chronic need for growing businesses and institutions. This requires developing and retaining more talent locally, and also attracting people from all places in the country and the world to our region. Through the workforce sector partnerships and the Greater Cleveland Career Consortium, we have over 100 employers, foundations, and nonprofits educational institutions, city, county, and state agencies working together, connecting individuals to industry-led training programs throughout Greater Cleveland. But in addition to developing our local talent, we're going on offense. We're going on offense to attract talent to the region. This spring, the Cleveland Talent Alliance was launched, an all-in collaboration of 11 entities led by Destination Cleveland. This alliance is developing initiatives geared at attracting outside talent, which includes college students who are here from other states and other countries, and enticing them to stay here after they graduate. Now, one example of this work in action occurred right here in this center this past spring, when Cleveland hosted the Women in Cybersecurity Conference. That conference drew several thousand participants and professionals, including 900 students from around the country. That presented us an incredible opportunity to showcase our region not only as a great place to visit, but also as a great place to work and live. At that conference's job fair, the Alliance partners created a Cleveland Street, where about 20 companies and institutions marketed their opportunities together to attendees. And when they joined together, they demonstrated that Cleveland not only has good jobs, but with so many options, Cleveland is also a great place to have a career. Now, those 900 students were not only women, but over 50% were from minority and international backgrounds. And that's critical because talent cannot be abundant if all segments do not participate. And thus, our third priority is inclusive opportunity. Our workforce, from our entry level to our leadership levels, especially in growth sectors, needs to reflect the demographics of our region in terms of gender, ethnicity, and international status. The talent initiatives help develop a pipeline, but it is equally critical that employers have welcoming work environments that support diverse individuals. Our annual equity and inclusion assessment helps organizations determine how to enhance their practices and offers resources for support. But inclusive opportunity is about more than just workforce. It's also about ownership. And for that reason, we launched the Minority Business Development Center to create a platform for scaling minority-owned businesses throughout our region and state. This all-in initiative includes numerous private, public, and nonprofit partners, and now has 95 companies as clients signed up statewide. And that work is starting to get results. As one example, the center recently assisted Pulpa Beer, the first Hispanic-owned brewery in Ohio, in accessing partners to obtain funding and secure equipment to can and label their beer for wider distribution. That success makes us thirsty for even more. So our panel tonight focuses on downtown development, which is exciting for the transformative potential it has in terms of our skyline and our public spaces, but also the transformative potential it has for the inclusive economic opportunity that it creates. We appreciate that the owners and developers have significant and increasing commitments to minority and women-owned businesses, that they're active in our diversity initiatives and are working with firms supported by that center. It's just another demonstration of how our priorities all intersect and interlock. Hopefully these glimpses illustrate how the all-in vision and the all-in plan is starting to translate into action and tangible impact. Importantly, these successes and many others only happen because all of you, our board members and your organizations, our public partners and our nonprofit partners, it's because all of you, our civic system, are working together all in. We thank you for that because when we are all in, we all win, and we win more often. And with your continued support and your engagement, we will become a great region on a great lake once again. Thank you. So that brings us to the panel discussion. Dynamic businesses and talented individuals have a choice of where to work and live. Thus, the fourth priority in our all-in plan is an appealing community, appealing especially for the next generation, such as the young professionals you met in our opening video. One important aspect of an appealing community is an even more vibrant downtown connected to our waterfronts. Downtown is a neighborhood, but it means so much more to our region. It's our region's living room, where residents from all directions gather, as we have here this afternoon. It's also our region's front door. It's where visitors form impressions of Greater Cleveland as a place to live, work, play, and do business. Today's panel focuses on the major projects underway that are going to transform downtown and the all-in approach bringing them to fruition.